Oh shit, bro. What we doing, huh? We hanging? No, no, no. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right. Let's get Twitch opened up. Do we want to play Halo today? What do we want to do? Do we want to play Halo today? What do we want to do? Why is my mic like that? Is that how my mic sounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, my friend. Why is my mic like that? Is that how my mic sounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, my friend. Why is my mic like that? That can't be how that sounds. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound like that in recordings. Huh. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? It's always going to be a mystery. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. How's everybody do? How's everybody doing? Everyone's chilling? Can you hear me? Everyone's chilling? Why is my mic so crunchy? Does it sound like that when I'm speaking? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I recorded that. So that should be in content creation, YouTube, editing assets, OBS. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is that? What is that weird fucking crunch? That's
Investigating bugs.
yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why my mic sounds crunchy. I don't know what's up with that. It doesn't sound like that when I record videos, so that's what's confusing.
Is it Discord?
No,
Could
because
be
it's on the
compression.
stream.
Oh.
I don't know. It like it
I
sounds.
mean, you sound fine in Discord.
Yeah, on the stream. Maybe it's Twitch, or not Twitch. OBS. But like, how do I fix that? Advanced audio.
Have you
Properties.
updated it?
OBS?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably not the right call, to be honest.
Yeah, the whole UI design honestly kind of messed up my screen, so I can't fully see like the edge of my video or whatever. So if I don't have it go over where I can see, then there's like a black bar gap.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I gotta get a step further back. There's probably some things on the microphone that maybe I can fuck around with. Chris, please. I have a family. Don't worry. You'll be fine. I won't come for your family.
Not your family. Oh.
Yeah, don't worry. You're fine. What's on the menu for tonight? I don't know. We might play some Halo for a little bit. I'm really just streaming until the internet dies. Because my internet people are coming apparently tomorrow now. They keep pushing it back, which is like really sick. But I don't know.
Have you tried begging them? Pleading with them?
No, I have not tried that yet. I did some
Who
boxing.
Are we begging and pleading with?
What?
Who are we
The
begging
internet
and pleading
gods?
with?
Yeah, my internet people were supposed to come today, and they didn't. And they were like, "Well, come tomorrow." And like, all right, whatever.
I don't believe you, but okay.
Yeah, nice.
Delightful.
It is truly delightful, honestly. One of the coolest things about being alive right now is being completely dependent on failures of third-party entities to just be able to do your work in the way that you should be able to do it. It's one of the
Yeah,
coolest.
that.
It's one of the coolest parts of modern society.
Uh-huh.
I'm so such a big fan of it. It's insane. Did you hear about Bonnie Ross? I did.
Speaking of fuck ups,
We did a whole podcast over on defining Duke. So if you're a fan of that Xbox podcast, I'll be on to talk about it. I don't know if that's going to be a Patreon exclusive one or not, but I don't imagine it will be because the last one wasn't. Have you tried turning them off and then on again? Yes. I have indeed tried the tried and true method of turning it off and on again. But yeah, I might fuck around in MCC, honestly, because I've been feeling a lot of or actually, the Yappening event is pretty fun. So I don't know.
Happening's not bad.
Yeah, it's finally leaning into social big team, which is one of my favorites. So yeah, I think you shamed Bonnie Ross of 343 to leave. Good going, man. I didn't do that.
It was Chris directly.
It was all
You're
you.
right.
Specifically
all-
you.
Look in
It was
every
that one guy on the internet.
Look in every single Halo video I've ever done. I have never talked about Bonnie Ross in my life. I talked about her on stream once.
Yeah, it's on stream.
It's like Dr. Drew.
That happened to be the stream that John Microsoft was watching.
Yeah, John.
As soon as the stream was done, he picked up the phone and he was like, "Get me Bonnie Ross."
Classic John Microsoft. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I think generally speaking that in the same way that creative directors often, often get credit for a lot of great work that isn't necessarily theirs, I feel the same thing is true with failures. I don't think what's wrong with 343 begins and ends at Bonnie Ross. I think, that's just who has to ultimately bear the responsibility for it. I think Chris Lee had a lot to do with it. I think the upper heads of Microsoft, who, by the way, have split Bonnie Ross's current position into 3 separate positions.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which, by the way, I mean, it does make sense, but also it begs the question, why did you have this individual doing a
3
job?
jobs.
Yeah, why did you have this individual doing 3 jobs? Like, that's nuts. After your Better Call Saul video, I decided to watch Breaking Bad for the first time. I binged for a couple days, and I'm now on the final 2 episodes. I can't bring myself to let it come to a close. It is a wonderful show, so I'm glad I got you. I'm glad I got you to watch it.
Yeah, he got me on it too. Now I'm like season 3, going slow, but it's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good.
What episode are you on?
I just started it. So I just got
season 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm in the middle of season 3 as well.
Oh, you're rewatching it again?
Yeah,
You just finished it.
I didn't just finish it. I'm still like, I cheat because sometimes I'll just like skip ahead to see certain. But I'm of the sequential watching of the show. I'm still kind of in the middle of season 3 because I haven't really had a chance to watch it much lately. But Chris mentioned her once and then she left. That is true. God, I gotta cut my hair. I didn't cut it initially for this length. So now it's just like this awkward, like it's super long in the front, but like super short in the back. And I fucking not a fan of this.
We're not going to get long-haired turtleneck Chris back?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wear a hat. Well,
that's specifically a holiday special, Chris.
That's holiday special. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to cut it for boxing for sure.
What are they gonna pull your hair?
Well, I was doing some boxing stuff today and it was getting in my eyes. For no reason, by the way. I was just doing boxing for no reason.
No reason.
No reason in particular. Happy 343 is saved today. Let's not go that far. There's still a lot they gotta do. What up, dude? What's up, Milotes? Fuck, I missed 9/11. I know. Isn't it the saddest thing when you miss 9/11? Chris, my
Like-
girlfriend recommends the tape for the Halo 2 Tapestry. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of. So here's what's interesting. Obviously you guys can see it in the background. There's a fucking amazing, fucking incredible Halo 2 Tapestry that I got, custom
It's
made.
beautiful.
It's like woven with like fucking crazy fabric. It's really cool. But my issue was I don't have a way to hang it because it's not like a commercial thing. It's not like a piece of merchandise. It's like a custom made thing. So they made it and then they were like, here you go. I was like, okay, I don't know how to hang it. And I put it on Instagram like, hey, I'm having trouble hanging this thing. And a lot of you suggested things. And every single one of you suggested something completely different. So I'm just at I guess I'll just nail it into my wall because whatever.
What the fuck?
Because at this point, or you know what you know what I settled on? I settled on those tapestry clamps.
See?
There were like 3 people who suggested that. There were many of you who were like, staple it onto the wall, and I was like, what?
You're fucking Neanderthals if you're stapling it to the wall.
Rug on your wall.
What the fuck?
Some very close friends who were dead serious, and who I
Absolutely insane.
and who, by the way,
Must have been Gabby and Paul.
it was absolutely Gabby, but she was talking seriously. It's like it wasn't like a joke. She was like, you staple those, and I was like, what?
Does she not understand that staples will, 1, ruin the fabric of the thing, and then 2, it will fall out.
I don't know.
It will
I don't know
fall
about the
out.
fallout part.
I don't know about the
That's that
well,
heavy. That shit is not light.
I was with you until you said that.
also high.
It literally will fall out. Rugs are not light. Have you ever carried a rug? Those things are super fucking heavy. Maybe not the one you have. Is not the
Rugs.
heaviest.
No, well, this
It's
is
not a fucking Persian.
To be fair, this is a tapestry. This is not a rug. It's very light. But
Oh, okay.
but I know
It's
what
like
you're.
one of those like blankets with a tiger on it.
Yeah, it's like it's not heavy at all. Like it'll blow away in the breeze, you know. But
I thought it was a rug. I was like, bro, don't.
well, it's not that. Well, it's not that light. I shouldn't say that. But it's it's no rug. I've carried a rug, and carrying rugs is the worst.
Let me tell you, it's no rug, okay, but it's all right.
Carrying rugs is the worst
Fuck,
shit
bro. If you ever
because
have to carry a rug, that shit sucks.
it's really
Those rugs
awful.
are heavy
It's awful because they're heavy, they're awkward,
and they lump.
and they burn you when you like
What?
if it slips in your hands for any reason.
It'll burn you.
There's some there you go. Your fucking arm's red for the rest of the fucking day
What
because
happens
you
is
get
that
rug burned
you
and it
have to have
sucks.
3 people carrying it. It can't just be 2. And what happens is that if one person's carrying the front, the other person's carrying the back, the middle caves in sometimes for no fucking reason, and then it just burns your hand because it slides off you. It's a sucky situation. I had to carry a rug up my new apartment when I moved. When I lived in the Bronx, me, my uncle, and my cousin carried a rug up 5 floors, and then 2 weeks later we moved upstate. And I was like, why do we carry that rug upstairs? They were, we're gonna bring it back downstairs to bring it to upstate New York. And I was like, what was the point of that rug, Grandma? We didn't even put it out when we got upstate.
Have you guys ever had to like pull out carpet?
No.
You
I
gotta be
did.
real fucking careful doing that because you'll cut yourself and get like a staph infection or something from like old carpet.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking. But they had to do that. They had to
Nasty.
do that in one of the apartments that we lived in. Remember when it Kingston when it flooded? Do you remember that?
Which one was that?
That was Olive.
Damn.
Remember we had that loud ass fucking thing going on like 24/7 for like 3 days because it had to air out.
Oh, we weren't allowed to be there. I remember that. I remember that.
So
You
fucking
were like,
bad.
yeah, try not to be here.
Dude,
I was like, oh, awesome.
they fumigated our apartment while I was asleep in my room.
Yeah, that's
Excuse
definitely
me?
damage. That's
Excuse
definitely
me?
damage.
Which I thought would have been like, oh, I'm probably poisoned. But then I realized that like, oh, this is like the 3rd time they've done this and they've done nothing. If anything, it just it just confirmed to me that they didn't do anything. Cuz they would have woken me up, you know? They're fumigating the whole apartment. They must have like either walked in and saw me in there and then decided not to do it.
This is the funk beat.
Fucking insane.
Versions of Future Miles.
Or it was a failed ops mission.
Kai was pretty good up till Boo. Okay, so that's generally the. That's
Have
generally.
you still not watched Dragon Ball yet?
I tried. I
got all of GT on DVD.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is fine, but it's not. It's not the type of show that I would watch. I think it's just too chibi. I don't like that Krillin is.
I mean,
I don't like that.
just watch Z.
Huh?
Oh,
Wait, what are you
Just
talking
watch
about?
Z.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's I don't. It's not that I dislike it. It's more just like this is just not what I would watch a show like this for.
chibi.
Goku is like a baby, and Krillin looks babyish, and everybody looks round, and it's just.
Oh,
You
like
could probably
Dragon Ball,
skip
Dragon Ball.
to the last 2 story arcs of Dragon Ball.
Look, I'm not saying. Look, I'm just.
What?
There's
What
no.
first world tournament?
I'm just saying. Every Dragon Ball game starts with Z, so I'm just saying. Like literally every one of them, by the way. Literally every
Z's more
single one of them.
popular. Yeah, Z's more popular. Yeah, but it's not the best version of Dragon Ball.
Dude, to argue that Dragon Ball is the best version is still wrong.
No, that's
Not when
objectively
GT.
true.
Not when GT exists.
Stop.
Dragon Ball is the best era of Dragon Ball Z. It's the best storytelling from the series. It is. Dragon Ball Z is more exciting. It is.
It's probably
It is more
it's
exciting.
probably a better story, but it's one that I find significantly less interesting.
Yeah.
I don't
The reason
care.
why people like Goku is because of Dragon Ball. That's why people like Goku so much.
That's why I don't
No,
really
people
care
like
about.
Goku because he's strong.
No, people like Goku.
He wins all the time.
If you
I
love Dragon Ball,
He's a
promise.
happy face
look,
emoji
look.
on fucking muscles.
I promise you that most people who love Goku have not seen Dragon Ball. I promise you that.
Concur.
because there's so many cooler characters in Dragon Ball Z than Goku. Most people that like Dragon Ball Z like Vegeta more, actually.
Well, yeah, he's a better character.
I mean, yeah, he is.
But-
Actually, most people like Vegeta more, or
Well-
like Trunks or something, or like, oh, Trunks has a sword, he's fucking cool, or like, oh man, Gohan going all Super Saiyan 2 so cool. But most Dragon Ball, like Goku, people that love Goku have been watching him since he was a child. That's why Goku's so popular in Japan.
most real fans.
That's why he's so popular in Japan, because they've seen him go from little kid Goku to grown up Goku to grandpa Goku. You know, so they've seen him go through all those stages.
Are we in Japan though?
We're not, but that's where Goku's the most popular, though.
Yeah, probably.
100%.
I just think
100%.
generally speaking, I just think generally speaking, like I don't know, if I'm gonna watch a show about martial arts, like I mean like generalized martial arts, like just straight up like people fighting in like a way that people would fight.
There's no better shows than Dragon Ball.
Probably not gonna watch a cartoon about it. I'm probably gonna watch like one of those ridiculous. I'm probably gonna watch like The Raid or something. You know what I mean?
Hajime no Ippo, bro.
What's cool about
It's just
Dragon
great.
Ball Z is that I can't see an alien spear through a fucking. It's just like there's so much that you couldn't get from a lot of other television at that time, or a lot of other cinema at that time, that is present in Z that is not necessarily present in the original Dragon Ball, which is just a lot cuter. It's a lot funnier. It's a lot more of a. It's a lot less. I don't know. It never matched, and also just like the soundtrack never really hit with me. But like I guess because I want to watch.
What?
What
are you
happened?
talking about?
What?
Dragon Ball's soundtrack is iconic.
Yeah, I mean it is
Just-
very iconic. It's just it's not
It's
my.
buns. Dragon Ball's soundtrack is buns, bro.
You're dumb, Ren. That's a bad point. That's crazy.
It's dog
soundtrack
buns.
is buns.
Watch how
You
may
Kingston
not like
Kingston
it.
falls apart when confronted with a different perspective.
You may not like it, but to say it's buns is one
It's
thing. That's like me
buns.
saying Vegeta's a bad character. No,
It
I
is-
don't like him.
it
It doesn't
is
mean he's bad. That's not
too-
true.
Poo caked buns is what it
That's
is.
crazy.
I don't
Come
think
on.
it's that bad. I think it's fine. I just think
Crazy.
I think Z's original. I think Z's original.
I'm only doubling down on it because he's so upset.
Yeah. I think it's.
Same shit. It's wild. This world. This world we live in.
It's wild, this world.
It's fine. It's a fine soundtrack. It's just that it ain't no like. I don't know, man. Like some of that. I agree that Falconer is overused in DBZ.
I never said Vegeta's a bad character. I say I hate Vegeta. I say I hate Vegeta constantly.
No.
I think
You've called him a bad character at least once. You might have been exaggerating to be like a dick.
I think I was here when he did.
I
Why
respect
are you
Vegeta. I just don't like
blaspheming? You're
I don't like
blaspheming
him at all.
Vegetable
I
Man?
really can't stand him. I really can't stand him, but I respect him the more the series goes on.
I like I don't know, but like one of the main reasons that I was like even asking about Kai, because I'm working my way through Kai, and like there's some stuff that I like, it's not my favorite, but it's like passable. Like I get it. It's like it's an abridged version of Dragon Ball Z. It cuts out a lot of the filler. It's like, okay, fine, yeah, it's good. But then I got to this.
Bro.
What happened?
You already seen Dragon Ball. Watch something different.
Well, I never really watched Dragon Ball Z in order. I've always like seen it like kind of like fragmented.
Yeah,
Have you watched Team 4-Star
Car-
Abridged?
Cartoon Network used to do that thing where it would bring you up to a certain point and then reset, and then once you got back up to the point where it had reset, then it was like, oh, here's 20 new episodes. And when
Yeah.
you got to the end of those, it would then reset at the beginning of the
Like-
saga
like-
again.
Like the only time I've ever actually finished like a Dragon Ball Z as a story sequentially was in the video games, which is about as much of an abridged version as you could possibly hope for. You know what I mean? It carries most of the beats really lightly.
I said Naruto. Chris is not gonna like Naruto.
I tried Naruto, and I liked it up until the point where it just became a shittier Dragon Ball.
I can't respect Naruto.
Yeah, I think to me it's like there were some of those fights. There were some fights in the beginning there that I genuinely I thought the tuning exams were fucking dope. Like I thought that specific fight with Gaara and Rock Lee was one of the best fights I'd seen in anime at that time. I was like, this is sick. This is a really cool fight. And then like everything after that was it was fine. It was like vaguely interesting. And then I fell off it. And then a friend of mine, I remember Eric, he came to me on the bus and he was like, "Did you see the Naruto Sasuke fight?" And I was like, "Oh no, I haven't been watching in like months. I kind of forgot that was a show even." And it was like, "No, you got to check it out." And so then I watched it, and then he showed me this thing on some website that was like, it wasn't even YouTube. I think it was like Google Video or something. And it was Sasuke who had become Devil Kazuya, basically. He was like a bat person. And then Naruto was like this cat man or something. And I was like,
it takes a turn. It takes a turn from the series it was.
It takes a turn away from being about ninjas, which is what
it takes the same turn as Dragon Ball. But then it takes another turn again.
There was too much of that show that ripped off other shows' fight scenes frame for frame.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't respect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
What show?
Cowboy Bebop is one of them.
yeah.
No
there
way.
is
Scandal.
no. There is a straight up stolen. Like,
Blasphemy, which fights? I know Cowboy with the back of my hand.
yeah, he knows everything.
Another
with the back of his
reason not
hand.
to respect Naruto fans.
Which
Yeah.
fight, Ren? You can't state that and then not give the fight to Ren.
All right, let me get the link. Hold on.
I had some beef with some of the anime kids in middle school, so I stole the first copy of Naruto, like the manga, from the library, so no one could ever start the series from the beginning.
What's wrong with you? What the fuck?
So I'm guessing you
No.
weren't. I'm guessing you weren't a fan of the tailed beast stuff. No, I thought the aesthetic of the show was cool. I liked like the soundtrack that was very, very Japanese and very, very like ninja inspired. And I thought like even some of the magical stuff like still felt within the realm of, it's fantastical, but it still felt like a fantastical form of like ninjutsu, like the shadow clone stuff and like just kunais and substitution stuff. Like I thought all that was like a really neat texture for a world, and also just like the headbands I thought were like a neat aesthetic. But the second it started being about like transformations, I was like, no, you can't do this, because you're just going to
send the links in the chat.
You're just going to do Dragon Ball Z worse than they did. Okay.
The problem with every anime, the biggest problem with every anime, and I'll state this, people are not gonna like this opinion, but every anime becomes far too formulaic, where every anime copies the big anime that existed prior. Just like all of the new ones copy
Right.
the
They,
fucking
it,
Naruto.
it just
And then the
leads
ones previously, like Naruto took a lot from Dragon Ball, stuff like that,
it
which is how
leads.
literature works.
It is, it is how art works generally. Like a lot of things are inspired by one another, and I get that. But there are certain times where it just feels less like inspiration and more like just straight up doing a thing worse. Like the reason, like Dragon Ball Z did shake up Dragon Ball in a way that was like fucking crazy. But you had a whole series of Dragon Ball content before they did that, and at the time that was a nutty thing to do. That was like a bold, like that was, there was no, like there was a pretty good chance that was going to be fucking stupid and no one was going to like it. And it ended up being like the most famous run of the show, like by a country fucking mile. And so when Naruto does it in a very similar way, mind you, it just begins to feel less like that's the vision for the show and more like we should do that because Dragon Ball did it. And it's just it's significantly lamer. Like I would have genuinely liked Naruto would have probably been one of my favorite animes if it just was about ninjas. Because that's what drew me to it in the first place. I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen this." Like, and even just that style of ninja too. It's like that's a very unique interpretation of ninja. Like that's not something I've ever seen in anything. And then they just turn it into Dragon Ball Light, and that's so sad. That's such wasted potential of that show.
I think Naruto is a very different show from Dragon Ball, but I think from the exterior, like at face value, you're gonna see this blonde-haired kid with an orange costume on similar to Goku. You know, that's what you're gonna.
He never gives up. He's always like strongest for some reason.
You know, like
he's always eating.
Did you look at that link?
But those are two moments from two fights. Like they're very similar moments. Absolutely, those are definitely homages to those other moments. But like Naruto is so different from other series in the way they fight, which is I don't like at times.
Because of Kingston, this is bad.
No, those are copied moments straight up. Those are.
Ren presents as evidence to the court.
Those are copied moments. Those are very much so copied moments, right? But those also that's acceptable to you? That Jackie Chan moment where he does the X and he draws his hand out. That's a very copied moment in general in martial arts. I've seen like MMA fighters do that.
Yeah, but it's like it's such a frame by frame rip, and it's
rotoscoped. It's literally rotoscoped.
And it's also like that character did not have that fighting style until that specific sequence, and then he suddenly
really fought, bro.
And then suddenly he's using Jeet Kune Do for 10 seconds and then goes back to his regular fighting style.
It's not great.
He does that stance to fight Orochimaru, and then the fight becomes an insane fight. And then Neji fighting Lee, that's how Neji fights. He fights
I'm sure if you look on YouTube, you'll find all the other fight scenes that show jacked from other anime, and that's why I don't respect it.
That's fair.
The manga is probably fine because the manga didn't rip anything off because it's not animated. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I haven't read.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty bad. I did not expect it to be that one for one.
It's like frame for frame.
It's generally like a really frowned upon. I mean, for good reason. It's a frowned upon thing to steal entire boards of sequences of animation and apply it to your own work. It's just not a good look. But yeah, I don't know. I'm in the process right now of rewatching Dragon Ball, and I think Dragon Ball Z, and I guess what most people are telling me is just to stick with Kai until after the Cell games.
I could see
Is there Kai after the Cell games even?
Yeah, they did Boo.
Yeah. They did? I didn't even know they did it.
They did Kai for the whole thing. I think Kai would be especially good for the Frieza saga.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of filler in the Frieza saga. that just
Yeah,
was.
they get through the Frieza saga in Kai in like 50 episodes, I'm pretty sure. So like
Yeah. They had to drag out
Yeah,
the Frieza
that's
saga because they
crazy.
were waiting for the manga to get ahead.
yeah.
You know, they were waiting for Toriyama to do.
So I'll stick with Kai for the beginning, but like guys, that fucking I put it on Twitter, that Majin Vegeta rewrite is so bad, I cannot.
Very sad. It goes from being kind of like this.
That is one of the most
petty.
that is one of the most standout displays of emotion in the whole show, and it just becomes nothing.
Yeah, because it goes from like fucking Supreme Kai is like, no, you're being a petty bitch, and in the original, Vegeta's like, don't talk to me about like you have no idea what I've fucking been through, and then the Kai version is basically just Vegeta being like, yeah, I'm petty. You know, it's like these are tonally very different.
No idea what I've been through. I'm just not the strongest, and I can't deal with that. I got beat up by a little kid. I got beat up by a child.
He was also a slave for the majority of his life.
He wasn't a slave.
I mean,
That's great. Slave's not the word.
I mean,
He was-
Saiyans are literally
he
a
was
slave race.
He was objective.
They
when
enslave other
when-
races, but they are a slave race.
He was a lieutenant.
He was, yeah, okay.
He was literally. He had the freedom to go around and fucking pop planets.
This
bro.
is my lieutenant. He lives in the shed.
He doesn't live in a shed.
No, if I
Literally,
no
like,
Kingston,
whatever
if I told
possible
you that I had somebody living in my house that I had the justification to kill at any moment, who handles a lot of things for me, but I called him my lieutenant.
So are knights slaves?
Knights?
Because Vegeta's pretty much a knight.
Do they get killed if they don't knight?
Yes, they would. The knights would literally get killed if they disobeyed the king, who was Frieza.
That's
I
an
don't know.
that's an
I don't know.
enslaved
Just-
fighter, my friend.
Vegeta ranks under the Ginyu Force. He ranks under Dodoria, under Zarbon. There's a lot of people that outrank him.
Because he was weaker than them.
Yeah, but
He wasn't ranked there because of Frieza being petty.
but
He was just
no
like, oh,
one,
you're weak. You're not
none
strong
of
enough
those
to be
people
here.
respect him at all.
Yeah, no, that's his fault. He'd be stronger.
Who was that one squid-looking motherfucker that also would shit on Vegeta's, like Kui or Pui?
Oh yeah, whatever his name is.
Something.
He killed him in the Boo arc.
Every single character in the series, literally.
Yeah, I think yeah, I
was
don't know.
so
I
bad
just
that
think
Jen made fun of him.
I just think generally, like, man, fucking that speech in Kai is it's like unforgivably bad. Like, I don't know why they did that. Like, I know that the purpose of Kai is to abridge it, but you don't have to abridge the important moments, especially ones for character work, so much so that they no longer even serve the same purpose. Like, that is crazy how much it is, staggering how much worse it is. Despite how much better the voice actors are technically, on paper. Like, that's nuts. Unforgivably bad.
Mm-hmm.
Meaningless, huh? So good. Chris, no cap. I found Gravemind on Halo 2 Legendary a lot easier than everyone led me to believe. You're fucking lying. You're just lying.
Some people got it.
No, I just actually don't believe you. Like, that's a good joke, I think.
Some people got it, bro. Some people got it, and some people just don't got it.
No, I don't think that's what's happening.
I can't do it, so you can't.
No. You don't understand. No,
imagine getting gaslit about the Gravemind in your own stream.
You don't understand. It's not just that I can't do it. It's that the person who did Halo 2 Deathless Lasso struggled the most on, and guess which level. I want you to go ahead and take a quick guess. The answer may shock you. It's Gravemind. If the guy who did the Deathless run struggled most on Gravemind, then he is the top authority on how to play that game in the campaign, as far as I'm concerned. That is objectively, mathematically, scientifically.
I'd say he earned that position. Yeah.
I didn't do Deathless or Lasso. You don't understand. It is still so hard. it is still so hard. And you might have lucked out, I guess, because that is literally an RNG level where like you have to pray that you don't get fucking sausaged before your screen loads in.
Okay, I might stream this game.
Because they just start shooting you before you even see them. So maybe you got maybe you lucked out. But I don't know. I hate that. And the prison sequence is so bad. Like I hate the prison sequence. Metropolis is fucking cake to me. Because Metropolis, you can break out of that map. You could skip like entire portions of it, and it's not even like a difficult thing to do. It's like almost part of the way that you're supposed to play it in some ways. What do you think of Moist Critical's take on 343 being the worst developer? I've said this before. It's an insane take. I like Charlie. I've met him a couple times. He's a cool guy, but like I feel like that's generally like an insane opinion. When you're sharing an industry with Blizzard, who had a fucking Cosby suite and who had like
every time you say Cosby suite, like it's been said like what 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
it's still ridiculous.
Like it's just like you look at Blizzard and like and just like so many other developers that have had like literal like sexual assaults just constantly happening and just like all this. It's like, to me, worst game developer. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, bro. But I do think like maybe one of the most mismanaged studios in existence, potentially like the most mismanaged studio for sure. I would easily say that.
Even if you were looking at game quality output and not the scandals, I still wouldn't say 343.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either. I would say even BioWare is worse.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Definitely.
BioWare...
BioWare is worse, but BioWare is not even BioWare anymore. Like, you're right. But like, that's not BioWare anymore, you know? It's like, that's something different. That has the same name as them, but is a different creature.
Yeah, or even just like, even something that's like generally well received, but like objectively lazy, like Game Freak. You know, like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, 343 has a lot of problems, but I would much rather play Halo Infinite right now than fucking Anthem or Mass Effect Andromeda or anything.
Just the fact that Overwatch 2 exists or is going to exist to me puts Blizzard a rank down, because Overwatch 2 is a workaround from their initial promise of saying that once you buy the game, you don't have to pay for the game again. You know, you don't pay for DLC. You get in-game cosmetics and all that other bullshit, but you don't have to pay for the game again. So they're like, well, how do we get around that? Overwatch 2. Basically the same. It's like basically the same shit.
It's so dumb. It seems like a publisher decision, the same way that Destiny has a Destiny 2, even though it kind of probably should have never had one.
Overwatch 2 is free.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that Overwatch 2, now that it's a new game, they're not beholden to the promises made for Overwatch 1. The fact that they then went and made Overwatch 2 fully backwards compatible is also goofy as fuck, because it's like, this is just DLC that you called a sequel so that you're not beholden to the promises. It's a fucking
mess. It's a mess over there, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But like, to me, it's like, 343 is frustrating, but like, the game plays really well. All right. And that Forge mode looks fucking insane. And the Master Chief Collection was a complete botch at launch, but it is, and I maintain this opinion to this day, that there is no better collection of legacy titles in existence. Just straight up. There is no other game that lets you matchmake between game engines like that. That is fucking crazy to me. Like, I don't even understand how that's remotely possible. And you know how difficult it is, because no other game has tried to do that. Even Uncharted, which had a pretty thriving multiplayer scene back in the day on PlayStation 3, when they did their collection, they were like, no, we're not going to do that.
And wait, so doesn't Overwatch 2 also have a thing where you pay for character unlocks to bypass the season pass?
Yeah.
So characters that you had, you now have to acquire through a season pass or pay money to
I
bypass
don't
them.
know the ins and outs of it.
You gotta
That's-
buy characters.
That's so goofy.
I think you probably will have to buy
That
characters.
might,
at some
that might be real. That I look. I'm not gonna say that's not real because I understand how in video games some shit that exists that shouldn't exist exists sometimes. You're like, what? That? How is that real? Like, if you would have told me 6 years ago that a Halo game was gonna release without Forge, I would have been like, that's fucking insane.
No, because Halo 5 released without Forge.
That's what I said 6 years ago.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
I'm like, that's not true. That's the main. That's what people play Halo. They make shit.
It's crazy.
So, you know.
It's no doubt crazy. Like, to me, it's like, look, there's a lot of mismanagement at that studio, but like at the end of the day, like even if it takes a long time, what they make shines and it is good. Like Halo Infinite just plays really fucking well. Halo 5 played really, really well. It wasn't what I wanted, but it plays fucking really well. That Forge in Halo 5 is dope, and this one looks even crazier. So to me, it's like, no, that's not something that warrants like the worst game developer. To me, the worst game developer is easily like something like BioWare, who like continuously tries to fucking just shit things out. And then even like, dude, they had Anthem, and then they were like, let's reboot it. And then they were like, no. Or even just like, you look over how like Crystal Dynamics has handled Avengers. I don't think Crystal Dynamics is the worst developer ever, but like Avengers, look, Halo Infinite had, I think, 4,000 players on Steam earlier today. I want you to guess where Avengers is. Avengers had a peak today of 400 people. That's a peak, by the way. That is insane.
That 400 is sad. That's sad. 400 is like the many people that like, I don't know, like 400 people is like, I don't know, like an eighth of a high school, you know? But like,
yeah. Oh, no, some vodka bottle. Yeah, the only good thing BioWare released recently was the Legendary Edition. That's true, and even that one has like some pretty bad bugs at the end of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's still good. Like, it's still playable. But like, I saw like a couple of because I was thinking about playing it again, and I was like looking up like general kind of receptions, and it's like, yeah, it's a little buggy at the end. It's like, oh, all right, well, it's not like the end of the world or anything. But by the way, that Mass Effect multiplayer mode in Mass Effect 3 is not in the Legendary Edition. Don't blame him for it, but it's just, you know, something to notice. You know,
it's embarrassing. But in all fairness, 4,000 for Halo's dog shit.
4,000 for Halo isn't great.
No, that's really bad.
Well, it's 4,000 on Steam. It's still like number fucking. But I also want to say this: 4,000 for Halo, okay. 400 for Avengers. I really need you to conceptualize that.
Because, you know, Halo.
I'm sorry, Halo's big, but like it is nowhere near as big as the Avengers.
The concept of the Avengers is bigger than Halo.
Like, the Avengers is so beyond anything that we even understand in the games. There's no game, like maybe Pokemon.
That's an Avengers game opposed to an Avengers, like, you know, it's an IP, but the IP is a game, you know.
Right.
The IP
But that game had every reason to be a fucking hit.
It had every advantage right out of the gate.
Advantages, actually.
And squandered it.
The biggest one was the fact it came out after Endgame did. That is the biggest problem I saw.
Yeah, and by the way, I should also notice.
Why would you do that?
I should also note that like 4,000 is bad for Halo, but keep in mind this is in the middle of like the worst press barrage that 343 has ever seen. This game has never been in a worse position than it is right now, and it's at 4,000 players on Steam. The Avengers this is just another Tuesday. This is honestly best case scenario.
Definitely not.
Like,
no, best case scenario was before Endgame, bro.
That's true, yeah.
Endgame.
That is
would have
true.
been perfect time to release that game. It would have sold like hotcakes. People would have bought it. Everybody would have been like, "That's amazing," and they busted too quick, man.
My friends and I tried to play Avengers multiplayer because it was on Game Pass, and we couldn't even figure out how to join each other. Yeah. Look, man, that's what I mean. There are mismanaged studios that can't deliver on time, and then there are people who deliver on time, and what they deliver is just bad. Just
The Avengers
just
before they got the condom on, bro.
yeah. Now Destiny, on the other hand, is fucking thriving right now.
Blowing the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
PvP is a resurgence. PvP numbers shot the fuck up. PvE numbers shooting up. Bro, man, everybody hate on all you want, man. It's the reason why it's thriving. I'm okay with it. Hate Destiny all you want, people.
It's that Bungie magic, man.
Hate all you want, bro. Oh, this game is stupid. I don't know how to play it. Like, all right, bro, there's millions that know how to play it, bro. I'm fine. Have fun, bro. Have fun being confused.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm planning on introducing a friend to Halo, so the fact that MCC exists. Yeah, the MCC is great. Especially right now, man. Like, it is so fucking good to play that game. It feels wonderful.
The first raid last week, and it was just carried by my friends, and it was still so much fun. Dude, once you raid, your experience with Destiny is different.
It is a change.
Once you do a raid, when you see the intricacy of it's like playing World of Warcraft and doing killing the Witch Queen in World of Warcraft. It's like a whole different experience. You're like, whoa, I can't believe I just did this. Seeing Oryx come out of the ground, off the dreadnought, and like slam his hand against the floor, is a fucking wild experience.
Part of me wishes Halo 4 wasn't in the MCC. You could uninstall it from the. You could have the MCC installed and not have Halo 4 installed. That's kind of what I do. Like, I don't really want to play Halo 4 at all. So, like, I just don't put it in there.
I played through the campaign, I think, for the achievements or whatever, and then I think I uninstalled it.
It's not a very good game.
Warframe, keep updating.
I didn't hate Halo 4, but I mean, the fact that I can't tell you much about its overall story beats off the cuff probably speaks volumes.
The best part of that game is the ending, which is like, it's a good ending, but it's also like,
nah, dude, it's Chief's evolution.
No, that's like the middle point. That's like the what is it, what do you call it in the story graph, the rising action.
When he gets his power up.
That part was fucking just stupid beyond.
When Chief levels up, bro, that's my favorite moment. That's not your favorite moment?
It's not of the moments of that in that series. No.
When Chief goes Super Saiyan, you didn't think that was cool?
Are you sad that Bonnie Ross has left 343? I mean, I'm sad that it's under these circumstances, because I think it's like a family emergency, which is like not great. I don't know how much. Again, there's like, I don't want to be so cynical that I call that into question, because that would be like really shitty. But it is also like curious timing for all of this. So part of me is a little bit skeptical, but I don't know. I would have preferred.
I'll spare you feeling like shit and just say that I call it into question. I doubt that it is.
Yeah. If there wasn't a pandemic, I might be a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like the circumstances if they are to be believed. That's sad, because like I mean, she's, you know, I don't think she led Halo in the best way. I don't think she hired the right people. But Bonnie Ross is pretty instrumental over at Xbox. Like, she's pretty much one of the main reasons why they even continued with video games in the first place. So without Bonnie, Halo would be just straight up gone, or just maybe like sold to some fucking random, maybe Tencent even. Jesus Christ. Huh?
You imagine Tencent with Halo?
Yeah, so part of me is like, listen, man, you know, you did your good, you did your bad. MCC, you turned that around. Good job. I'll hand people their roses for good shit that they do. I think having this like weird mode is like, you did this thing and you didn't do it well, so fuck you entirely. I think that's like really lame and really like really immature, personally. She's done a lot of good. I just, you know, I am glad though to see new blood in there, especially now that her job is split between 3 people, which, by the way, again, how do you give one person that much responsibility? That's a bad decision. That's a bad decision. That wasn't even her decision. But I don't know. People confuse liking Halo 4's story concept with it having a good campaign gameplay experience. IMO, yeah, The difference between story and campaign is very, very important when you're talking critically, because there are games that have great campaigns that have terrible stories. I think, for example, like I think Halo 5's story is garbage, but I vastly prefer that campaign to Halo 4's. Even with like those stupid repeatable boss fights that got like really boring and really bland, everything around it I thought was like way better designed. I thought like the level, I thought the pacing was better. I thought like the way that they used the hunters in that second level where they had them like kind of like there was like a horror vibe to it. I was like, ooh, this is cool. Jumping down the back of the Guardian was fucking cool as hell. You know, there are moments in playing that game that I enjoy, but the story is fucking... And Halo 4 to me is like, there are moments of the story that I kind of like. I like the emotional beat at the end. I think it's a great... I think it's a great interaction between Chief and Cortana that is immediately undermined in the next game. But like for what it's worth, it's a good moment. I was genuinely sad at the end of Halo 4 when I played it the first time. I was like, damn, that's really potent. And then Halo 5 comes out and then it just steals all of its thunder. So, but Halo 4's level design is dog shit. It is unquestionably the worst level design in the entire series.
Oh, yeah, Dad. Jesus Christ.
Halo 4's ODST's design represents everything I hate about its art style. Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started. Let me put it this way. They reverted back to the old art style for a reason. Isn't Halo 4 just long corridors? Yeah. It's long corridors, kill 3 things, or go to this location and then go to this identical location on the other side of a long ring or a long hallway. It sucks. Like, to a phenomenal degree. Like, I really can't believe people enjoy playing it.
Well,
Like, it doesn't register to me as something that should be possible.
Get-powered anti-gravity shoes, moon shoes.
It's insane that grunts punch Spartans in Halo 5. I like that, personally.
Well, Grunt would be able to hurt a Spartan.
Yeah, a little bit at least.
They'd be able to hurt a Spartan.
I like that. I didn't necessarily mind that. Chris Reagan, do all Destiny 2 raids have that shit where it's like, if we don't shoot these boxes in this exact order, we all wipe? The combat and bosses were fun, and the platforming was bearable, but that puzzle stuff annoyed the fuck out of me. That's like the whole point of the raid.
What raids are, dude.
That's what raids are.
That's high-level content. You got to figure out the puzzles to be able to get through it.
I personally like figuring that stuff out. Even if
That's part of the game.
It is frustrating, but in the same way that, like, I don't know, it's frustrating to do anything that's harder than the easiest thing to do. You know, like, it's frustrating for me to go out into my kitchen right now and cook myself a fucking gourmet meal, but like, it would probably be very, very good. And yeah, it's not as like immediately satisfying as like ordering fucking something, but you also don't get that same level of satisfaction out of it. I'm used to raiding since I come to D2 with a huge background in OSRS. I don't even know what that is. But that specific stuff annoyed me. I mean, that specific stuff isn't in every single raid, but a lot of raids are about puzzle solving.
There's always a puzzle.
There's always a puzzle, and I mean, generally speaking, Destiny is a first-person shooter, so the way you interact with a lot of things is you shoot shit. You know?
Change campaigns.
I wouldn't want like a weird QuickTime event in a Destiny raid, if you know, like. I just don't know. Fuck, I wanted to play something today, but like my fucking.
Ooh,
I slammed my finger in a fucking car door today.
Awesome.
Doesn't that suck?
Ooh, these are all the people you can play as. So swords, no, I don't. I mean, new characters.
So it's.
You get to make your whole entire party. That's really cool.
What are you playing?
I'm playing a game called Celesta, the Wrath of the Magi, or something like that. A Magister.
I might do Halo Infinite actually. Halo.
I get to make my party. That's pretty cool. Okay, we got half dwarves, we got half orcs, we got humans, we got high elves, and we got marsh halflings. Okay, we're gonna have to have one half orc. We'll do a girl. Well, this straight up takes the 5e shit like directly. That's so cool.
What do you mean?
Put in, like it's using literally D&D stuff to be able to make the class. Like straight up.
It's like a 1-for-1 conversion.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
man.
cool as shit.
Yeah, I like the happening.
This is really fucking dope.
Gotta-
I can fuck with this.
Gotta jump into the academy real quick to make sure my controller works.
Choose deity. Okay. Oh, so dear elements, patron adventure, peasant hermit. The oldest, these climbs divided into 3 main branches: alignment neutral, lawful good, neutral good. I'm always gonna go neutral good. Next, okay, background selection.
It should be lawful chaos.
Yeah, I'll be so neutral.
Chaotic lawful.
That's neutral. Okay, what am I gonna be? Academic, an acolyte, aristocrat, a lowlife, a philosopher, a lore keeper, sellsword, spy, or wanderer. I'll be a lore keeper. No, a law keeper, yeah. Then which do I get?
The sad thing is, once the happening ends, we have to wait till November for any new content.
Lawless.
That's not that long of a wait, though.
Not in comparison. It does suck.
Yeah.
It does suck, but I don't know. I think Forge is gonna be cool.
Tomorrow, yes, it does come out tomorrow. I'm thinking about getting it. I just got this, so I'm gonna fuck with this first. I'm gonna freak this, and then I'm gonna go into this. Altruism, of course. Kindness, for sure. Yeah, I fuck with that. And then I freaked it. And then lawlessness and pragmatism, tendency to violence over principle.
Oh God. I might play really bad.
Okay, next we doing the stats, my boy.
Oh shit, my fucking finger. It had to be my most important finger too.
Sween, did you hear that the new about what's called Bonnie Ross? No, what happened? Oh, that's the thing we were just talking about, right, Chris?
Yeah, she just left.
Yeah, I heard about that. Just now from Chris. But the cards play right, maybe things.
Do you think
go
new
back.
games as a service games from Sony will be announced at the State of Play? Probably.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
Right,
State of
right.
Play tomorrow, isn't there?
What game
Yeah.
is this? There's State of Play. There's also Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Yeah, there's Nintendo Direct in the morning and State of Play in the afternoon.
I think this might be. They might finally talk about that new system now. I think actually.
What, the VR?
The Switch. I'm talking about Switch. I'm not talking about fucking.
I don't think Nintendo's in any rush to make a new console. I'll be honest with you.
I think they need to because their games are too advanced for what they have now. I think at this moment now, we've seen it in like the Pokemon games like that. Like it's just they're not at that level right now, and they're like, just kind of holding our games back. We should
Take down your targets quickly.
push a little harder.
I don't know if it is holding their games back, really.
The last few Nintendo Directs were pretty underwhelming, though, so I wouldn't expect
Oh my god,
a whole lot.
Good point, by. I'll be fair. So we're gonna go strength to 16. We're gonna go charisma up to 14. We'll go.
Oh God, this is so weird playing this way.
Intelligence 12, dexterity, solid 10, so there's no minuses. We go higher strength. Oh shit, we can go higher. Solid 15. Seems pretty good, right? Seems pretty good, right? I hope we get Elden Ring news in the Tokyo Game Show. That'd be fucking amazing. If we get Elden Ring DLC, that'd be fucking dope. That'd
Elden
be
Ring DLC?
dope shit. That'd be dope shit, bro.
That would be something.
That would be dope shit. For real, for real. Next, my abilities, my frenzy bonuses.
Oh
So what-
God, it's so much harder to. I might have to do mouse and keyboard.
Uh-oh.
Athletics.
Which finger did you hurt?
Index.
Oof.
So it's
yeah.
like the shooting and the fucking grapple and all that shit.
Damn.
And also
I'm
just generally speaking, I use my index for the face buttons.
I heard it got leaked. I heard Elden Ring's DLC got leaked.
What?
The Pathfinder stat system? No, this is completely in D5e. This is 5th edition. Shit. I did also hear that Elden Ring DLC got leaked.
I didn't see that.
I saw there was a spreadsheet that was apparently Bandai Namco's thing, or I think it was Bandai Namco,
Yeah.
or something like that was involved with I think Elden Ring, and they had Elden Ring DLC. It was like some sort of moon something. And I was like, nice, nice.
Maybe I'll.
So I get insight, intimidation, perception, and obviously athletics are my.
You know, I'm just gonna deal with the pain.
Can I'll give up insight, but can I please get persuasion?
No.
Of course not. Of course not. Languages. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish. Well, I'm at work, so speaking of work is probably gonna become
Damn it.
automatic.
That was pretty good.
Background languages.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much that. I don't know how much I buy all that.
Buy all what?
All the leaks. It's very easy to fake leaks.
First easy. Yeah. New Street Fighter 5 character getting announced. 6 looks fire, bro. I'm very excited.
What looks sick?
Street Fighter 5, 6. Identity, so you're gonna be a female. Let me see your face. Make her a little green around the gills, eh?
Damn it! I fucked up. God, this is so bad.
It's all right.
I guess I'll play Yakuza for the next several days.
Colors. Can't fuck with that. Physique. Girl, you gonna be Brocky. You're a she orc. You're gonna be Brocky. Young, a little bit of age on her. Even Tekken 8 got announced. Tekken 8 got teased. It got teased, my friend.
Tekken 8?
Yeah. It looks pretty dope. What am I gonna name my female orc? Griselda. Griselda Blanco. Okay.
Altitude increasing.
Young Grizzy.
Damn it! I have a fucking plasma pistol. Sorry, guys.
New character. Next, we have a paladin. Now we need a cleric.
It's not gonna be great gameplay. Not playing to my strengths today.
We'll do a half elf
Wheels
for this.
en route.
Do a ranger. We'll do a ranger. Enemy beast gain advantage on ability checks against creatures and additional damage against equal to your knowledge level. That and everything, blah blah. Okay.
Ah, that hurt.
It's a big piece. I can't wait till they do the new freaking D&D 1 classes. I'm so excited.
M41 performing in optimal range.
They're gonna have to fix the fucking whatchamacallits now. All the new classes. I'm so geeked. Long about Unverse Pack Expose Pad. Validate. Okay, next. Academic Wanderer, of course.
Oh, God.
Forspoken gameplay tomorrow. Are you excited, Sween? I'm very indifferent about that game.
Oh, Forspoken?
Yeah, I'm very indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generally don't care. It hasn't really grabbed my attention.
Caution, violence, elitism, pragmatism.
Yeah, I can't say I care that much about it either. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun to play. I'll say that. I think it'll be fun to move around and fight, but like every other aspect, story, character, like that's the shit that I'm convinced is gonna be dog shit. I was considering playing that game in Japanese. Because I feel like that would genuinely make it less frustrating.
That's
Probably.
crazy. That's crazy. It's game in Japanese.
It's
Did
just
you hear about the new Morbius class in D&D? That's not real, but okay.
it sounds like
Yeah,
it
you
could
can-
be real.
You can morb in D&D now. That's pretty cool.
I feel like that's something that someone would bring up, and then people would be like, "Yeah, cool." Is it not morbid time? Can I not morb? Oh my god, it's puny. My constitution is so low.
Vehicle. Delivery. Confirmed.
Yeah. 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 Oh!
Calculating approach angle.
Oh, look at how that was pretty slick.
Wheels. En route.
We're definitely gonna lose, but that was pretty fucking dope.
Ranger!
That was pretty slick.
Animal handling and perception.
God, dude, the grapple hook is still just so fucking fun to use. I can't gush about it enough.
Yeah. It doesn't stop being fun.
Yeah, it really does remind me of all the equipment in Halo 3 in the sense that like I really never got sick of that bubble shield, and it's just so cool to have one of those things back in a Halo game, because really I don't think Halo 5 had anything like that. I don't think Halo 5 had something that was just like, man, that's fun every time.
Ease. The Ranger gets a ton of proficiency. I forgot. Hibiscus Smithing Kit. This is a Wanderer. Marsh Weapons Light Armor. You already have Elvish, right? And Druidic. You probably already know that naturally. So I guess you speak.
Sprockets is my favorite new mode. I get to be a Jedi. That's my least favorite one personally, just because like
Superman is pretty good. I thought my dynamics between Lex and Superman's Clark was interesting. The Soup Clones and Bizarro are also really cool. Bizarro's a cool character. I've always liked them.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's a fucking 6.
Oh God.
Yeah, look how cool my armor is.
Whoa.
Reach had the jetpack. Yeah, the jetpack was pretty fun. It just kind of ruined a lot of the flow of certain maps. I think that you could spawn with it was the problem. I think if it was a piece of equipment, I think it would be cool.
Yeah, because if it wasn't something that you could just, like, everybody suddenly have it, the jetpack, I feel like, would offer different play and counterplay strategies.
Yeah.
But if everybody has it, then not so much.
Jetpack was loud and slow, easy to predict, so it made it bad. It wasn't the most effective thing, but it was still, I don't know. The main issue with it was that like I don't know. It's hard to describe, but basically, like, a lot of the maps were built around. Like, Sword Base sucks if you don't have the jetpack.
Yeah.
And certain maps are like that too, where it's like, oh, this isn't a great map if you don't have the jetpack. And
That's just,
it's just too much. It gives you too much control over the environment. Super fun for social though, for social Slayer. Especially Big Team. I loved the jetpack in Big Team Battle.
I liked it in Invasion.
Yeah. So cool. Go on Boneyard with a sniper and a jetpack, and it was the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about this mode is that the skewer is an anti-vehicle weapon. And when everybody spawns with a skewer, no one wants to get in vehicles. Chris, what are you manifesting for tomorrow? I don't know. I don't care, but I've stopped caring about Nintendo in my adult life. They just haven't really. I really only give a shit about Breath of the Wild. Like that's I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't give a shit about Pokemon. I don't give a shit about Animal Crossing. I don't give a shit about. Quite honestly, the new 3D Mario games aren't my style. I don't know. They're just very underwhelming to me.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing I spent a lot of time playing was Breath of the Wild.
Oh, what about the state of play? I'm personally hoping for Half-Life Alyx on PSVR 2. I'm hoping for probably a look at some of these early access, not early access, but these live service titles that they have cooking up, because I'm curious as to see like how that's gonna work. Beyond that, though, hopefully some Spider-Man 2 gameplay. That would make me very happy.
That would be pretty sweet.
What is this? This is another. This is a game that they use the D&D 5th edition rule set. That's the reason why I'm trying it out.
What's that game called?
Leicester.
Is it a JRPG?
No. Just CRPG. Basic movements. Oh, that works. Oh, camera. Okay.
My fucking finger. Do you think they're gonna split the story between Miles and Peter? I really don't know. I feel like that has the danger of feeling very I feel like that has the danger of feeling very unfocused.
Oh, and give it. It's just. It's. I don't know what they're gonna do, right? Because I feel like even the comics haven't handled Miles and Peter together very well. So I just don't know how they're gonna handle them both existing in the same world.
Well, the writers of the Spider-Man game have shown like a pretty good grasp of what makes Spider-Man great. So
Yeah, the writer was Dan Slott. That's why it was so good. It was Slott. That's why it was a good story. They were
Yeah,
like, you were like, people can die in this? Oh, bet. Aunt May's dying.
you know how loath I am to admit when Dan Slott's done a good job. So that says a lot, you know.
Wow, he did his thing in that last game. I got it. Slatavius.
This game mode should really have different rocket and skewer variants on the map.
those.
I'll tell you what it needs. It needs a grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right. It should have the volatile skewer on here. Or the tracking rockets. That'd be so fucking funny.
What does the volatile skewer do again?
The volatile skewer is the one that like explodes on impact.
Oh.
I think it also has 2 skewers. I think putting that on the map would be fun. Volatile skewer incoming. I just realized the AI doesn't speak as much. Whatever, just win so I can play something else.
My game just crashed.
Nice.
I want to get that. I want to get that shit. How do I get
Oh, grapple
there?
shot. Sick.
How do I get there? I want that. I want that. I want it. I want that stuff. I want it. Can I make that jump? Fucking funny.
Sure do love when the game crashes.
It's one of the coolest parts of games, is when they crash.
Because then you get to tell everybody that your game crashed.
Just having a lot of fun with Halo.
What you saying, bud?
We seem to be having a lot of fun with Halo, bro. That for you guys.
It's a good event now that they're focusing on social shit.
Can't get a gun. Use a potion.
Feet. It's feet time.
Think of the potion. Feet.
Feet.
Oh, Ori's getting all revved up now that you said feet.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna ignore that.
But
Have a delivery coming up soon, so this I might go AFK for a little bit here.
You gonna go Hassan mode?
I might go Hassan mode. Because I have to get this delivery because it's groceries.
am I playing as the orc right now?
Oh, my fingers
Oh
so
yeah, I got all my
fucked.
gear. Let's go. Why does an orc only have a scimitar? Isn't he? Oh, this is a druid. Okay, that makes sense.
Sucks so
Okay,
much.
I was like, what the fuck?
Hate being injured.
I hate being hurt. Don't hurt me.
It's my least favorite part of being alive.
It's hurting.
My least favorite part of being alive is the waiting.
Damn.
Dang, bro.
I feel like that's a much louder statement than it is, but I just don't got time. I just don't got time to like really engage with that.
Yeah,
What you
it's
just
too,
said.
it's too much. It's too much.
Like that's a loud statement you just made, but like also
Loud. Oh, big team snipers? Oh, hell yeah. I actually haven't played this yet.
Neither have
I
I.
have magic, right?
I wish it was big team shoddy snipers, but I guess I'll accept.
Hey, how are you out there? Oh, this is gonna be a fight. I'm excited. I get to kill dogs.
Contact the authorities.
My favorite thing in video games, murdering dogs.
It is fun.
13-7, okay. Because I wouldn't do it in real life, but in a game, oh shit, that dog is done.
You wouldn't do it in real life?
Would you?
I would kill a dog. Especially if it was attacking me.
I fucked up and used Divine Sense. Of course I did.
There I go again, using Divine Sense.
I fucked up like an idiot.
I gotta work on that, you know, it's a me problem.
It is. Okay, so can I shove? How does this work? Attack. That's for the future. Dang, I really killed that dog. I didn't like that. How do I shove? I'm on level 1. This sucks.
Repulsor acquired.
Counter snipe's a fun metal.
Counter snipe is fun.
How do I dodge? Okay, dodge to engage. Ready in action. There's shove. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill you first.
Repulsor attained.
Then I'm gonna shove him off the bridge next move. Nah, you missed, you stupid fucking dog. Time to die! I'm so excited! Okay,
Oh man, it bothers me so much that my finger's all fucked up. It's actually like noticeably impeding my fucking...
push away. Shove you. Shoved the wolf off a bridge. Oh man, this means the guy who kills Sif and then who kills Sif Gleam. No, I didn't kill Sif Gleam. I felt bad because Sif was just trying to do, you know, he was trying to be a good dog.
Have they added new maps to Infinites? No. There's one arena map, but that came with this map.
Are they adding content to this live service game? No, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it. What is this? I'm not gonna shade like Destiny didn't have a whole dry spell for a little bit where they were adding content either. But at least in Destiny, there's new guns to hunt after.
No, that wasn't the case in the beginning.
No, not the beginning. I'm talking about like well later.
Oh yeah.
Like at least there was content. You know, you could like, oh, you can go do this.
My main thing is Joe Staten's back, and I'm excited to see like what he's gonna do with it. But if they can't, if they can't whip it up to shape with Joe, then like I mean, whatever. Had a good run.
Thrusters firing. No.
Oh, that's crazy. So the world's interactable too. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna really like this game.
This game was so close to reviving Halo. Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know. People are still talking about it a lot, and people are still playing it a lot. It's just frustrating that it has to go through this period. I don't like that live service always comes with this territory. Like, even Destiny, I love Destiny, but it's like the fact that it had to get good is so annoying to me.
Yeah, it'd be nice if games were just good when they came out instead of having to like ramp up.
Yeah. I think the thing that's frustrating about it that I kind of am more lenient on Destiny is that like Destiny was like a new type of game and a new IP. Whereas like this is what we've just been wanting for like a long time. Like there's no reason why I understand why it would be a lot harder to turn Destiny into something that works than it would be to make a new Halo game that people like, because like I feel like people know generally what people expect out of Halo. Like there's no mystery. Like what are you trying to figure out?
Okay, light and lighting sensors. Okay, lighting items. Luckily, I think on my human, I'll have dark vision.
Come on, holy fuck.
That's balls.
I don't know if I like this.
And you realize how playing a human not having dark vision really sucks in D&D. Forget that.
I don't know if I like team snipers with no secondary.
Yeah, not having the secondary is kind of rough.
Also, fuck Sniper Glint. I don't like this shit. Why do they add this?
This is the light that you see when someone's about to snipe.
Yeah, I hate it so much.
I don't know. From playing Destiny, it helps sometimes. When you're peeking and you see the glint, you can like kind of get out the way fast enough.
It does help, but it also defeats the purpose of the gun. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
But the way you snipe in Halo and the way you snipe in Destiny are different things.
Right, that's true. But that's what I mean. It's like... The thing that bothers me is that, like... Look at my feet wiggling. The thing that I don't like about Sniper Glint in the context of Halo is that, like, Sniper Glint is there so that way you know where people are shooting you from, right? Like, that's the whole point, is, like, to show where the sniper is. But the thing that bothers me about that is that Halo already had a way to do that because they had a smoke trail that stayed in the air for a very, very long time. The sniper couldn't hide. And it was an element that was in the game that was actually entirely, like, in the universe as well. It wasn't like this, like, random, like, gameplay mechanic that was added purely for the functionality of the game. It was something that existed in lore, in canon, that was used to balance the game. And I guess it just bothers me that they can't do that. Like, that was so much better of a way to do it, in my opinion.
The enemy is about to prevail. Do not allow them.
Can't touch that item, okay. I need a flaming item.
But I also think, generally speaking, I just kind of prefer
Yeah,
snipers being a little bit more low-key and reconnaissance and stuff.
Yeah, it should be more like a stealth thing.
Yeah, it plays perfectly well in classic Halo games.
I'm going to watch it.
What the fuck?
Municipal surveillance online.
Oh my god, the desync is crazy.
No scope.
I have the light cantrip and prayer
Fuck
view.
me.
I ain't got shit on me. Alright. Oh, let's see. Come on then.
No scope.
Come on then.
Hey Chris, how you doing? I fucked my finger up today, but aside from that, I'm feeling alright.
I'm a basic guy. How you doing, bud? I was just scrolling on stream and apparently they made a Berserk game. That's Dynasty Warriors type of game. I wonder if they're good. Dynasty Warrior games are some of the most empty video games to me of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who has fun playing those games. Those games were fun for me when I was like 6. And I was like, oh, I'm hitting things. This is cool.
I feel like Destiny has some Dynasty Warriors elements to it now, which I like. But, like, they're in service. You know, it's usually, like, it's an element of a game in addition to other things, where it's like Dynasty Warriors is just that thing. And it's like,
Yeah.
Well, the idea of that, like, you know, like the whooping mobs of people's asses, you know, that's definitely a Dynasty Warrior-esque thing, you know, like
No, totally,
just tearing through mobs. I think that's the first game that really did that, you know, like whoop the fuck out of all these people. But when it comes to like Destiny, like there's at least some magic to it, you know. And, like, I'm doing this as my build allows me to like literally beat the. Where do I go? I'm so confused. Complete objective. What do you mean? Must complete objective. What was my objective? Light the 2 torches. I can't light them. I don't have any flaming things. choose the torches. Do I have a 10 blocking starting gear? I guess. Let me see.
All right, guys. My groceries are here, and honestly, my finger's just fucking killing me. I don't think I can play.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and send you over to Sweeney, so you guys can continue this little party over yonder. Sorry to cut it short, but
I'm gonna get back to work.
this was a lot more debilitating than I anticipated.
What's it called? Cool, because I just got to the Black Swordsman arc. Oh, you're not even there yet. You're not even ready.
So let's
You're
jump
not
into
even
a
ready, bro.
raid.
Oh, light source. It goes right here. There you go.
I think you're right. Enjoying shows. I think it's definitely like a, oh, this is just how you do snipers. But all right.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, everybody. I'll catch you some other time. Maybe I'll come back to the Discord in a little bit, but
That makes sense.
go watch
Failure.
Sween playing some weird shit. I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Healing. Keep watching the healing. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. I'm playing this D&D game. It's pretty cool so far. I don't know what's going on really, but I like it. My torch over here. That's a torch. What was this? Need a torch. I'm Cloud of Berserk, where I'm proud of the new D&D character. I'm proud of my new D&D character. It's a Warforged Venge Paladin. What you call it? It's the lowest status 13. It's fire. That's fire. My best character of the role to date is one of my character Adris. His lowest stat is 10. His highest stat is 17, but everything's between that, and it's very good. I gotta sneak past these coals. All right, let's see what we can do. Caution. Once we get there, it's a question of the day. What's going on, brother? I have like a 17 in strength and con, and the rest is like 13, all 13. Rolled it up, but I feel like, what you call it? I just some fuck. All right. Oh, no, you're fine, dude. If they allow rolling, then that's fine. Whatever you get, you get. It's cool.
Dragon Ball Z Kai, as I've often talked about, was a great idea in its foundation. It attempted something never really been done before in the world of anime, being a recut of a popular series that would trim down all of the filler and make a better paced show that advertised itself as a direct cut of the original manga, which of course was written by Akira Toriyama. Outside of anime recap films that summated entire arcs into 80 to 120 minute long blocks, nothing like this had ever been attempted before. Toei Animation had a brilliant idea on its hand, as it sought to revive the Dragon Ball anime branding to a new generation